we were supposed to meet there on that race, but we missed each other due to I was traveling alone and I had difficulties with location and all. So I never got to fight the fears of swimming or learning to swim as an adult. So, but I'll let her introduce herself also from her side, as also learned to swim as an adult. Very welcome to the live.
Thank you, Tandeka. Thanks for having me. Yeah, me and sports, it's been how many years now in sports? 12 years to going for 13 years now. I started as a runner. When you
Okay.
start running, you want to look good, you want to be in good shape, like many other young ladies who start, oh, I want to look good, I want to diet, but then you take up running and start running, and a few years later, I started with actually the Spa 10K as actually one of my first races. My first race, I think, was the Total Sports Women Spa, and then it was a 10K. From there, I
Okay.
moved into Spa 10Ks. Yeah, to think that today I'm the ambassador of the race where I started, it's actually very nice. Yeah, and I've been a runner for a few years, and I started cycling. Cycling, I've been cycling for how many years now? It's about 11 years to 12 years now. 11 going for 12 years. I had my first child and I carried on cycling. The swimming started in my mid 30s. I was already a mother of one at the time. I go to gym. After gym, I look at the swimmers. I used to look at them with envy. Looking at them, like, okay, wow, how come they are able to swim? What's so special about them? I'll stand there after my gym before going home and just look at the swimmers swimming. And I thought, you know what, let me give it a try. If I don't come right at it, it's fine, but I'll give it a try. And once I know how to swim, I can do that thing called, the triathlons and do that race called the Ironman 70.3 or the full Ironman. So I started taking up lessons as I was getting into it. The lockdown started. No. Before the lockdown, as I was getting into my swimming, getting used to doing my swim lessons, I felt pregnant with my second child. I carried on swimming as a pregnant mom, but at some point, because I'm not fluent in swimming, I'm not very good at it. I didn't want to take the chance of swimming when I'm heavily pregnant, so I stopped. I went to give birth, and I said to my husband, you know what, I'm going back to try swimming again. And if I don't get it right this time around, I'm quitting. I've been doing the lessons and I'm not there yet. If I don't get it this time, I'm quitting. And it eventually came, hey. When I finally got it, then now that it came, the lockdown happened. Now I had to stop again. For the second time, I'm stopping. Okay, now the lockdown. You can't be.
And I know running is a form of cardio, but we do need to strength train and build the muscle because the body depends highly on muscle, yes, with
Well,
the bones.
I've seen older women running. I'm sure people who are like 60, 70 running. I honestly believe that if you have built your muscle while you are in the age that you are in, you can carry your muscle through to the age that you are going to. It becomes difficult if you want to gain muscle when you are already older. So if you have already started now, you can actually carry what you have to the older age. I'm sure you've seen female bodybuilders that are also older. So if they can do it, I believe everyone else can. However, the difference with running is you are burning more fat and it might be a bit difficult to build muscle as to comparing to people who are in bodybuilding. So yes, I do take supplements. However, it might be different from a person who is running because the goal is different. Remember, for a runner, it's more about you being able to run long distance. For me, as to be able to lift heavy, it's for strength, and in your side, it's for endurance. So the supplementation might be different just depending on the goal. Yeah. So when it comes to supplements, I advise know the goal. What is it that you want to achieve before you decide? Because if you're someone who wants to, for example, for me, I work out to gain muscle, to gain weight actually.
All the
Because
time.
when I started, I was weighing like 36 kgs, but now I'm 64. So my biggest goal is to gain. So I'm taking hypergain, which is more into gaining weight. Then I take whey protein, and I'm also taking vitamins just to make sure that my body is getting enough vitamins. So that's what I've been taking, and yeah.
Do you find that people treat you differently before and after bodybuilding?
Well, a bit, yeah. I think now people are more respectful comparing to before. I carry the
Nayaksabi.
single things of a shy. I didn't like that name. I was like, I'm gonna take it out and I'll use my surname as my other name.
Okay. Do you have clan names, Makgato?
We
Or
do, we
and then
do.
do you use them? Just one name,
Hardly,
one for us.
hardly.
Makgato,
Reditao.
Reditao,
Lions. We are lions. Yeah,
Lionesses. Okay,
yeah.
nice to know.
Rona Mapedi, we don't usually use the clan names, but we use
Well,
praise names.
praise names. Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
okay. Do you look
Yes.
like your father or your mother more? Watch more of the conversations we've had in the past with the ladies. The channel name is Canvas of a Runner. The live streams are on Sundays at 7 p.m. There's a live chat there. The guests, they reply to you. We speak about fitness, womanhood, motherhood, and balancing life around the journey of being fit and staying healthy for your kids or for your family. Tonight at 7 p.m., I will be having Buhle, the runner. Please join us on the live stream.